Hi, and welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli, and another great episode of Palazzo Angelini. Amazing how these things is gently coming together and we see the transformation. I am sure that you're going to enjoy this episode of Palazzo Angelini, so I'll see you at the end. So this morning, Tuesday, we're just getting the delivery of this big garage door that is going to fit inside the back area of what at the moment is getting used as a storage. So just delivering the doors now. Well, not always 100%. This morning we couldn't install the door because we couldn't go through because somebody parked right in front, and although we waited and wasted over an hour waiting for somebody to come and move the car was never moved, so my contractor just left. But anyway, this is the joy. Buongiorno maestri. Compilation. While here at the moment we're working on the construction or reconstruction of the original fireplace that was in the house. It's going to be a little bit larger, a little bit grander, but it's interesting that the stone or the firestone that surrounds the fireplace area, it's got a very interesting name. It's called Pirumafu. It's interesting. This part of the Pietra Leccese, which is the first layer that comes from the top of the quarry, it's got a much higher rate of resistance to fire, and it's been used for centuries in fireplaces. So as the place starting to take shape and becoming whiter and cleaner, and all the cuts of the electricals and the plumbing start to disappear, and details such as the fireplace come together, we can say that we are getting closer and closer to make this palazzo alive again. While here the wooden frame around this architrave has been removed today. Now, this was an important step because we realized there was a big crack in the original architrave, which was probably there and made in stone, was there for maybe 200 or more years. And so to guarantee stability and for that crack not to go any further, then it was important to put a solid architrave there. And it wasn't one of those pre-compressed ones, but it was actually done on site. So now that's been taken off, it's been cured, and it looks solid, amazing. And now the plasterers that are working next here can actually finish off this wall as well and make everything in straight line so the door could fit perfectly there. Pasticciotto aggiusta tutto, no? Thank you for watching my videos, but if you haven't become a subscriber yet, press the subscribe button, leave a comment. We always appreciate your comments. Thank you. L'ultimo pezzo che sparisce, eh? L'ultimo pezzo di muro. So this is the last part that is left now, that is going to disappear and give space to the white. So as you can see, they put on the glue first, and then the fiberglass mesh gets applied, and then the first layer of plaster goes over the top. As you can see, the fiber mesh, which is this, coming through. And then the final part is the finish, the smooth white finish. Are you still there? That means that you are enjoying our videos. Thank you very much for following the channel. Did you know that every Friday we issue a video called Thank God It's Friday, and you can sit if you join our membership? Do that, and I'll see you every Friday. Una è questa, monta internamente logicamente, motorizzata sempre. Questo è il vetro satinato, Tanto le finestre spero che le montiamo prima dell'intonaco.
Questo è satinato?
Questo sì, perché si affaccia nel bagno. Poi di qua c'è l'altra.
L'ho presa questa?
No, non siamo passati ancora nel terzo piano. Questo metti porta stanza terrazzo, l'altra scrivi porta accesso terrazzo, perché poi quando mi fai il preventivo mi servono tutti dettagliati. This will become an internal pool, and very important at this stage to determine the shape of it. And how you're going to walk to it and potentially walk out towards the garden. Yeah, an incredible amount of work here in terms of bringing this to the level that it is now. Quite a few challenges with this project. This is one of them, the swimming pool. I think this project here, it's the one that brings up the best abilities in terms of bringing and stitching it all together. Those beautiful lights on the stairs, you think, oh look, it's so tiny, it's so small, they look so beautiful. But did you see what needs to be done in order to actually install them? You've got to make a huge hole where the actual box fits inside. This is the box that needs to fit inside and is actually embedded into the plaster, and then the cover goes over the top of it and it's all in plaster, and everything, all the cables, everything happens inside this metal container. So when you see things like that, you think, yeah, I would like to have some lights on the stairs. For the level of work to achieve it. Was an incredible part of a project. There was a fireplace here, but we wanted to rebuild, and also the chimney was protruding out into the room before, so we really wanted to make sure first of all that it was safe. So a new chimney has been installed all the way in stainless steel, so following the regulations. Also, this little chain here allows you to open and close the flap. So in the winter, perhaps, or on a very windy day, you can keep the flap closed, or perhaps when there is not so much of a fire, you can just close the flap a little bit. Nevertheless, it was an interesting challenge to actually bringing it all the way up and creating a new chimney flute all the way up onto the roof. But it's been done. It's taken about probably 8-9 days solid work to do it. And it's interesting now, the inside is all cladded in a stone that is called piromafo. So the density of the stone, it's a lot harder and is used as a firestone. So the whole of the inside here is cladded with this material. The flute has been built all the way up and closed. And then the next thing that you'll see, it's going to be the beautiful pietra leccese fireplace that is going to be built and is going to be there, representing very much a focal point as you're coming into the building, coming through there, and as you're coming into the building, then you have this extraordinary view. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Hey, we're Stefano. We're bringing coffees.
Yes, yes. Morning.
Always bring coffees to the workers. No matter what you do on these sites, you constantly produce rubble. It's part of the game. I always say, you probably heard me saying this before, very important to use reputable companies and knowing that the rubble gets disposed properly. So amazing to see the site tidy up, cleaned, ready for another phase. Yeah, very important for me. Obviously, when you're working on a building site, it's impossible to keep it tidy. Remember, it's not a house, but it's important really to do as much as you possibly can to keep it in an order that allows you to continue to visualize the next step and the next stages. So now that we've gone through the entire process of plastering, and really I can say this was an incredible, just this first part of it was over 1,500 square meters. So at the moment all the walls have been plastered using the process that you've seen in previous videos. So where the plaster was damaged, it's been hacked off. Where the plaster was okay, glue has been applied to the wall, then the mesh has been applied to the wall, and then the plaster has gone over the top, and then the final finish, which is this very smooth gesso finish, which then gets sanded and painted. So it looks like almost that you could leave it like this, but for as beautiful and smooth that it is, it still has some of the lines, some of the imperfections. So this will be sanded, then sealed first, because it's never received any paint, and then painted. Now the next stage, now that we've got the site cleaned up, is to start tackling all the star-shaped ceilings. So putting scaffold up inside the rooms, they're all tidy and clean, and start dealing with every single star shape in the house. Some will probably be scraped, rubbed down, bringing out the original colors, all the colors. Some of the others will be treated, dealt with, and probably plastered and then painted. So, very pleased. This guy have been working from 7 o'clock in the morning, it's 3 in the afternoon, they're still clearing. 4 guys been working full time today, clearing up the site. This room now, it's definitely a celebration of life. I'm sure you have enjoyed this incredible episode full of so many things. It's amazing to see how a property can really be transformed and can be brought into the 21st century. and it's happening with the hands and the skills of a lot of incredible craftsmen. Well, until the next episode, make sure you do the most important thing, which is stay safe wherever you are.